The Unaspiring Rapper slash Producer Podcast. What's good?
You changing the name and shit now?
Nah, that's just today. I'm feeling. You know what? It's the Unaspiring Rapper Podcast. I'm still an aspiring producer. Actually, I'm
All right,
established
what's the
producer.
first
So,
topic,
fuck
goddamn?
it. I mean, shit. Let's get into it, man. Shyne joined Fat Joe on Fat Joe's podcast. I can't remember the name of the podcast. Do you know it?
The Jopra show. You know, like
That's right.
Oprah? Like
Yeah,
Oprah,
that's right.
but
That's right.
I
That's
see what he
right.
did.
Right. I'm
Yeah,
not a
nigga,
huge. I'm not a huge fan. Damn what?
never.
My nigga, what I do
Go
wrong
ahead.
now? I ain't got my knees out. What I do wrong, bro? I can't see what
T-shirt,
you can see. You know what I'm
T-shirt
saying?
screaming motto, I don't fit you. You heard me?
You see what side? Yeah, I heard you. I should say XL though. Just so you know, it ain't my fault.
That's an
Mixed
XL?
those boys.
That's an
I went
XL?
that way. Nothing less but XL, my nigga. Here you go.
Yeah, kids section, I got you.
Okay. My nigga, all you gotta do is exercise. You can
You
get
got
these
that
too.
from,
No trip. My nigga, all you gotta do is exercise. You can get these too. It ain't no big deal. I'll show you. We can do Skype training. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate though. I ain't hating on the t-shirt on your head. So why you hating on my shit? You come in talking shit to me, and I ain't even said nothing about your shit. You over here looking like that name is Hassan Kamala Abdullah Hassan. And and I ain't even tripping.
because I blow this
Got us
bitch
gonna
up.
be on the terrorist watch and shit. Anyway, my nigga.
Yeah, that's
Shyne. Yeah. You look like it, nigga. You absolutely look like it. Shyne was on Fat Joe's podcast. I think it's only a part one, it doesn't say part one. But he talked about, a few things. A couple R&B singers who he wouldn't name that he had dealt with in the past. But what stuck with me is when he talked about Puff and the incident with J-Lo, and you caught that yourself?
yeah. I watched the whole joint.
What do you think?
It was an interesting conversation. I was curious why it was Fat Joe. First off, second, that nigga needs to grow some fucking facial hair. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, thirdly, but most importantly, he said that he forgave Puff, and Puff is a $500 million company, so he understood him throwing him under the bus. I'm not gonna understand any nigga throwing me under the bus for any amount of money. Eat a dick.
I don't know so much. He said Puff. He said the lawyers throwing him under the bus.
Right. Puff said he was doing what he said his lawyers were putting pressure on him. So I mean, I think it's some. It sounds like a bunch of fuck shit to me.
Right. I was really surprised that Shyne actually said that Puff threw him under the bus and that he still has a relationship with him today. In fact, he said he talked to him a week or two ago, something like that.
Yeah, he said I just talked to Puff like 2 weeks ago.
But I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not a Fat Joe fan, but I like how he dug a little deeper. And what I mean by that is he asked him, he says, "Do you think that Puff thought that you jumped the gun?" No pun intended, right? And he said,
Yeah.
well, whether Puff thought it or not, he didn't feel that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He said he knew the cats that they was dealing with.
The way he reworded it for him was clean. He said, "Well, if you ask me," I forgot how he said it.
Right.
He said, "If you ask me, do I think I did?" You know what I mean? So he's careful with his words. I respect it.
But I had to respect Fat Joe for asking the shit.
Yeah.
I had to respect Fat Joe because, like he said, it is a revolt show, I guess. So
right. Which I didn't know that either.
Anything.
I didn't know that either.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen it on YouTube, so
yeah.
Why would I assume it's a revolt show? It's looking just like our shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that was a trip that he had a really short career.
Right? That nigga said Shyne, right?
Yeah.
Shyne said that he has 2 classics.
Yeah, so he said I only had a single, and then the R&B chick told me I need to get an album, and I'm like, said he has 2 classic albums. He literally said that, and I'm still trying to find one classic album that he had, right?
Look,
Or
I'll give it.
classic
I'll give
album.
him I'll give him the benefit of the doubt with the first one. I like the album. Do I think it's classic? No, but I like it. Majority of it. Now that second shit that was recorded over the phone via the pen, that wasn't
Mm.
it. That shit was trash, and he couldn't rap no more. It's like he lost his flow on that second album. But I mean,
I
all
think
in all,
Game borrowed it. I think the Game borrowed it for a second.
he did. But we don't know if he was doing Shyne or if he
Game
was
had it
doing
at the
Big.
time.
What'd you say?
Yeah. Or yeah, you're right. Our Gorilla Black. Our Big. Yeah,
Right.
you're right. He was a master impersonator. He's
I'll,
definitely a master impersonator.
after this podcast, I'm gonna look up Gorilla Black. I'm gonna see what he doing. That's interesting because that nigga was popping for a second.
Who's Gorilla Black brother again? Who's his brother again?
I know his brother's somebody, but I can't remember.
Right, skinny nigga, right? I'm trying to remember who it
I
was. You remember by any
I
chance?
I I, I can't
He's
remember
another
off top.
rapper.
Let me look.
It's not. It's not. It's not 211. Who the fuck was it?
Hot Dollar.
Hold on.
Hot Dollar.
Damn, who was his brother? But anyway, yeah.
Did you hear?
Who was
Can you
it?
hear me?
Hot Dollar. That's who it was. That's right. Hot Dollar.
Yeah, man, you got a delay.
Look, yeah, your shit got a little cut off, but we back, I think. Assalamu alaikum too, my nigga. By the way.
Ain't no such thing as God, bro.
Assalamu alaikum. No?
Hak bullshit.
So in NBA news, OKC lost last night to Houston, and the Milwaukee Bucks are down 0-2, which is crazy. You know, they keep acting like this nigga Giannis is amazing, which he is amazing, but when it comes to playoff time, that motherfucker really been
the
phenomenal.
highlights I seen, niggas are stopping him.
They putting the wall up, literally, because he's very limited, bro. He's very limited, but he's like the longest nigga in the world. Pause. He's definitely what he's got some height on him. Pause again. I think and to kind of disagree with Joe Budden, but this time they're going with what he's saying. What do you think about the whole situation?
Joe Budden, from my understanding, is talking about ownership. You know, knowing his value and not just selling it to the highest bidder. You know, and then when you look at the competition and you see what they're being offered for what they bring to the table, it helps you reassess your value and see where you stand. And I think that's where he is. Charlemagne, from my understanding, doesn't own any of his content. So when Joe Budden says we're not fighting the same fight, like we're on different cross streets, I feel him.
And that nigga said bum ass Gilly. I can't wait for Gilly's response. Gilly doesn't pop up in my shit, but I'm
I
gonna go
feel
ahead and
like
look it up and
he was
see what
holding
happens.
on to that. Like he was waiting to say that shit. Like he wanted to say it
Yeah.
before. Bum ass Gilly, yeah. I'm curious where that's gonna go.
Mm-hmm. Bum ass Gilly.
Gilly don't.
And today, Gilly what?
I don't think Gilly has the. He wants to be too much of a street nigga to do a back and forth with Joe.
He gonna lose
He's
it.
he gonna go to tough. Yeah, he gonna go to tough talk and talk about when you got beat up by Raekwon or Wu Tang and you know. So that's all he gonna do. He's not witty. Nor can he hold. He's not
right.
witty. Yeah, he's not keen like that. He's not quick on the draw.
He thinks he's funny, but it's not funny to me.
Right,
yeah, the nigga definitely thinks he's funny though. Definitely not funny. But I do think that I think he'll have to say something, that's for sure. He ain't gonna let it go.
Nah, he ain't gonna let it go. He's probably gonna try and bump into Joe. He's the type. Excuse me. He the type that'll find out where Joe gonna be at and pop up with a camera.
That's for certain. He's that might fuck around have a microphone. attached, a lavalier mic, just so like the audio can be picked up too.
Yep.
I'm I'm curious how tall that motherfucker Gilly is. Philly and New York or New Jersey aren't that far from each other, right?
Right. I think it's just a highway drive through a tunnel, and you in New York from Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. I've never been, but
It's definitely a shorter drive than Phoenix to LA. That's a fact.
yeah, because that's a 5-6 hour drive. I
That
think
it is.
from what I heard, Jersey to New York is like 2 hours, maybe.
Mm,
I guess depending on
mm.
where you're going.
Other sports news, Steve Nash got the head coaching job the Nets today, and it's a lot of mixed emotions. A lot of people fuck with Steve Nash, right? But at the end of the day, there are a lot of people that were deserving of the job. You know, we got Mark Lou, Chauncey Billups, Sam Cassell, a plethora of black coaches, even Jacques Vaughn, who's from Pasadena, who was the interim coach during the playoffs for the Nets. Um, they all got bypassed. So I don't know. I like Steve Nash because I was a Suns fan. But it is difficult to watch a lot of these other cats get passed up on. Do you have any opinion on that?
Based on my knowledge, I mean that's always been the case. Black coaches
Mm,
are pretty much
mm,
snubbed in every arena. So
mm,
I understand like where Stephen A. Smith made that point, like this shit ain't cool, you know what I'm saying? But
mm.
like I told you earlier, Stephen A. Smith, he flip flops to me too. So I think he's right here, and it has nothing to do with the stuff I disagree with him on.
Right.
But I'd be curious where that nigga is. As far as Steve
Well,
Nash, I think Steve Nash was a solid player out here. So
yeah, and
I'm
I
not
think he's a
mad at
solid.
I'm
I
not
think
mad at
he's
them giving it to him.
me either, and I think he's a solid individual and a good person as well too. So I'm definitely not mad that he got it, but it's just disappointing that other people didn't get the look. But hey, I can't tell nobody
Right.
who to hire for their business. But I'm glad it's him than somebody else that's got a chance and blew it before. You know how they like to recycle the white coaches and shit. At least he is fresh blood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So funny fact about Steve Nash is he's from fucking Johannesburg, right? Originally.
No, didn't know that.
Yeah, motherfuckers. He's from, his parents were what do you call them? They were humanitarians, but they were also missionaries. So they were traveling. So he's one of the people that one of the white people that were born in South Africa. You know what I mean? During the apartheid era, if you think about it, because he was born
That's
in
crazy.
the late '70s. So yeah, then they moved to Vancouver,
Canada.
I
Yeah.
believe it is. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's
I thought he was Canadian all the way. I didn't know he was born in Johannesburg.
yeah, nigga. If you look at this shit, he's straight from South Africa. Shit's crazy. But yeah, good luck to him though, because I do fuck with See that he gonna get a loaded team, bro. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and they got some young studs over there. They
Yeah.
got and then I'm sure a lot of people will want to go sign there, especially some of his ex teammates. You know what I
Do
mean? Come get this ring.
because you're more in the sports world than me, right? Do you feel like people just said, "Fuck the Knicks, we gonna rock with the Brooklyn Nets now"? Like,
Uh-uh.
do you think people lost hope in the Knicks because the Knicks
Yeah,
aren't that team?
yeah. They lost hope,
Right.
but not switched over. For example, the Dodgers have been hopping up with the Angels. Like they're the LA Angels. You know that, right? They're not Anaheim anymore. They're actually the
When
Los
did that
Angeles,
change?
California. 10 years ago, bro.
I
Yeah,
didn't know.
they're not Anaheim anymore.
Do you
But my whole
remember
point is nobody's changed. Do I remember what?
a nigga named Damon Easley? This nigga slowed down and sped up on the stream.
You said, do I remember who?
Damon Easley.
Easily. Nah. That don't sound familiar. Who's that?
He used to play for the Angels. He coached me at one point.
In baseball?
Yeah.
Baseball premium used to
Fun
be out
fact,
there?
huh? shortstop and third base.
You still out there in the tidy white.
Well, what's funny that you say that is that's what made me stop playing.
That's why I didn't play volleyball. The coach at the school was like, man, you can get a volleyball scholarship easy. I was like, not with them shorts. Hell no. Nah. Them niggas was wearing they was wearing biking shorts under this shit too.
Men volleyball?
Yeah. Niggas
That's
making
crazy.
the buck off. Niggas making the buck off that shit, bro. Yeah.
I've never seen a group of men or a team of men play volleyball.